Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I got few requests for uh, like making a video of how we can use Selenium for our web application testing. Accordingly, I have just making this video. Before starting for the all Selenium WebDriver part, first we have to install our Chrome driver or the Firefox driver. Is depend upon your requirement. So in this tutorial, I am using the Chrome. So I am just downloading the Chrome driver. So first you need to check which version of Chrome you are using. So from here you can check the version as well. So I am using at 1.0.4044. So accordingly I will download this. If you have older version, you can check the version page. And after downloading here, why we are using the Selenium WebDriver tool is used to automate web application testing to verify that it works as expected. That means when we build our web application, so we need to test that is working expected or not. So accordingly we can use our Selenium WebDriver. So it suppose many browsers such as the Firefox, Chrome, IE and Safari. So for this tutorial I am using the Chrome, and however using the Selenium WebDriver you can automate testing for web applications only, right? So after downloading, just you choose the path of your Chrome driver, and then you have to make the executable of this file, right? So here also I have connected through the database because I am adding or testing this target web application with the help of database content as well. So Selenium WebDriver I have downloaded. Also I have downloaded the Chrome driver, and I already made this file as executable and target web application. So which web application you want to test. So also you have to decide and write the testing code for that. So here see, this is the part of my database connection and selecting the table. So it is returning a list. So just I am adding a loop here. So in first line I am just targeting which web application I am using. So you have to add the target URL. So and this page have the multi page registration page. So it is a first page, and this code will move to the next, and on the next page we have the submit button for the one user registration, right? So how I have collected like username, all the text box. So if you check inspect, you can see the name and the ID. Accordingly you can select the all field. So I have taken all the attribute as per the ID, and the few attribute we have of a name as well, and one I have collected through the XPath. So all the required variable I have already taken here, and in this line I am just all web application registration page we have some basic requirement like email ID should be unique or username should be unique. So accordingly I have added some random alphanumeric string, and one method I have added, one function I have added here, and for in the each field I am just cleaning the field first, then I am adding the content, cleaning the email ID first, email ID text field first, then I am adding the content. So this I am just adding for the uniqueness and unique email ID as well, right? So and all the select box we have with the some like select box gender, country and the state. You can see here gender, country and state. It will give you the list. So we need to take the options from that, and if we have option text equal to male, so I'm just selecting the male. Here I'm selecting India, here I'm selecting the state Bihar, right? So and just I'm clicking on the submitting the button. So button I have selected with the X path, a button which contains text called next. So on that, just I'm clicking that next button, and in the next page we have the term and condition checkbox. So accordingly I'm just clicking on checkbox. I'm finding with ID, and here I'm just final submission I'm doing. I'm submitting the button through selecting the button through the X path, like button contains text equal to submit. So in that button I'm just clicking the button. So all this code will add one data at a time. So I can say here I am using Selenium WebDriver for adding the more and more user to the target web application. So accordingly we can judge as a test as well. So for this code I am just adding the all user from the other source we have. Currently I am taking from the database. Here you can take the content from the Excel as well. Here you can take the from S3, Amazon S3 as well. So source is it's depend upon you from where you want to select the data. So I have selected from the table. So if you see here, like this result is giving the list. So I am doing the loop here. So in in this object I am selecting the first name and the last name, right? So accordingly I am adding the data here, first name, and in the last name I have added here. So this is the part of all code, and after the calling of this method just functions, I am closing the WebDriver. So what it will do, like if I am just like this code will add one user at a time, like it in this object first time it will get one user, second user, third user. Accordingly I am running this code for the all data which I am selecting with this table, right? So all we have this code, and here I am, once the all data will insert in the target application, then I am closing our WebDriver as well as the database connection. So now I'm going to show you how this code will run perfectly. Here I am just running the tool. So what it will do, it will first load the target web page. It will read the all text boxes and add the all fields, select the country, state as well. Is it clicking the next, and it will move to the next page. Now we have the next page. So term and condition tab, clicking and submitting, right? So then it will again load the registration page to you, and it will run automatically till the last content we have in our table, right? So accordingly you can test. So guys, if you have any questions, any suggestions, please let me know, so that I will improve this code for you. And if you have doubt for any line of code, so please comment and ping me your comment here, so that I will add code for you and I will reply as well on your comment. Thank you so much.